got my cleaning solution I made in this bottle here. Just gonna squirt a little bit on here. Yep. And then I like to use gray Scotch Brite pad on leather. It does a real good job. So we're just gonna spread that around. Nice clean job here. There's a few little bad spots in the leather. You're just an 05 Mini Cooper, so you're not going to get everything out, but you're going to do a good job though. Any viewers yet? No? Shit sucks. Alright, you probably can't see from there, but you can see all this white stuff coming off this leather. What that is people's sweat and gunk. And that, see that? You are taking a little color off, but you're also getting that gunk off there. That black shit. So it could be color, it could be just nasties. You never know. Since it's a dark color, it sure hides a lot of stuff. That's the biggest problem with this leather is, let's say for example you put sunscreen on. That stuff's all over the seat. And if it's cake polymer, it eventually turns black and nasty over time. And that's what possibly could see, which it could be a little color coming off. There is probably, but there's also a lot of dirt in the same. Because I cleaned this over here already, and you can tell that there's not much coming off. So that right there indicates that there's a lot of grease and dirt on that side, because I haven't cleaned that little piece yet. Hello, small catfish. Thanks for tuning in. What we're doing tonight is just cleaning this seat. I'm getting all the nasties off from it from years. It's an 05, so this thing has never been cleaned like this. So I just got this kind of solution I made. You just douse it a little bit. And just take your little gray Scotch Brite and just start cleaning that leather. Now, when I like to do this because, yes, it does kind of tone it a little dull, but in the meantime you're taking that nasty grime off the first layer there. So you always have to go back through and put a dressing on it, and it'll wake it back up. This is actually a good way. I found that if you're trying to bring leather back and put lotions and conditioners back into it, is skim this top and open that real leather back up a little bit, and then put your stuff in there. Because I don't know if you've ever seen on the Ford pickups, the King Ranches, whatever, they actually use real rawhide. Well, what happens is people put leather treatment on that stuff and it lays that rawhide flat and you'll notice it looks really dark brown. It's not supposed to be that color. It's supposed to be like a light, not like this light, but a lighter brown. Anyways, to get that shit off, is you need to come in here with gray Scotch-Brite, and basically you're just loosening that crap up, and then you're cleaning it, and you're just cleaning that rawhide, and then once you do that, you can put your conditioners down on it. And no, this is not a detailed channel. I'm just cleaning this up. But I did have a detail business for a little while, and there's many tricks that you learn, because there, I guess they have schooling now for detailing, but there's no right or wrong way to clean a car, but you do find simple ways and with more efficient and clean ways to clean cars. So example, here's a really good one, and I highly suggest anybody out there that just even washes windows in general. Windex is a joke, and the best window cleaner, believe it or not, is rubbing alcohol. Not this as a cleaning solution, but rubbing alcohol. So what you do is you wipe it with rubbing alcohol, and it gets all the nasty yellow stuff off and black stuff, whatever. And then you gotta wipe it about once or two more times with the clean microfiber, and you got the cleanest windows they're streak free. It's just the cleanest windows. Just try it. Alright everyone, you probably tuned out. Yeah, I just probably lost all my viewers. Sorry, I had to go do something, and I left live on. But it's all good. My favorite car brand is Oldsmobile Pontiac. This Mini Cooper here is just, I don't even like this car really, but I got a really good deal on it. I got it running, because it was like a basket case when I got it. Like it was completely, the front end was tore off from it, everything. But I got it, I have new fuel pumps, all that stuff in it. But I got it going, and now I'm kind of just debating whether or not just to clean it up like I'm doing now and selling it. I wanted to do a whole white body thing on it, but I think it's just easier to just sell it the way it is and let someone else do something crazy, you know what I mean? So, but I'm just getting it cleaned up for now, getting everything working, put back together, fix the best I can, and make a good car. It's only got 113,000 miles on it, or something like that. It's got real low miles. It just needs cleaned up. It's an 05. It's been sitting around for a few years now. It's been just hanging around. The small catfish, thanks for the compliments there, appreciate that. I don't know a lot, you just, holy shit, that is a nice slice mark right there. Someone cut that with their fucking razor blade. So I'm gonna tell you a little something funny about this car that I discovered. They rolled a lot of blunts in this car because I'm pretty sure this cut mark right here is from a razor blade, which if you're making blunts, you're using a razor blade to cut it of some sort. That's pretty much a razor blade cut, to cut that like that. And the reason I'm saying that too is there's like massive burn holes in the carpet. I've already fixed them, but there's some pretty big burn holes. I didn't get fixing them on video. So how I fix burn holes in upholstery is what I'll do is when you take an interior trim out on the carpet where you don't see because that trim's hanging over it, there's gonna be extra carpet so much. Anyways, you're gonna start shaving that off, that area with the razor blade, that shave some of that carpet off. And then what you're gonna do with that shaved carpet is you're gonna get some super glue and you're gonna put it over the burn hole. And then you're gonna sprinkle that over top of the carpet fibers. You're gonna sprinkle over top of that, and voila, burn hole is completely fixed. The only thing is it might be a little bit cleaner than the rest of your carpet because it was on protected carpet the whole time its whole life. So that's the only thing with that, is it might look a little different. But if you get a wet rag and whatnot, and rub it around, it'll kind of blend in with the carpet. Yeah, there's no book for this stuff. You just kind of gotta figure it out over time. I've been doing this stuff my whole life, unfortunately. I mean, it's a good thing and bad thing, and you will find out new tricks and stuff on how to do things. Now this car I'm cleaning to the extreme, because the reason is it's an 05 and I like cars and I feel that it deserves this one last time to look as new as it can, you know? No one's watching. Yeah. So basically I'm just getting it cleaned up. I gotta go to the store and get some dressing and stuff, but I've just been kind of turning this car into a live feed videos. Cause it's late here and I don't have to watch the kids myself, so it's just easier to do a live really quick. And you get more supporters, I guess, on live. This one's not doing too good tonight, but I'll just hang in there, cause people come and go. So this cleaner that I'm using, this doesn't work that well. It's more or less just like a Fabuloso and some soap. That's pretty much what it is. It's a cleaner, but it's not like a degreaser, so it's only doing so good. But it'll be okay for this car. So another thing too is I can't get the seat to fold, so it's kind of difficult to clean this thing. Let's say, and I'm losing my stuff here. There it is. So again, I pretty much use this for everything on the seat, plastic, which is like gray Scotch-Brite. It's more or less, so I do paint and auto bodies, so I know more about the products. I'm using like the Scotch-Brite than most people, but this Scotch-Brite right here is it's say 1,000, 1,200. It's a real fine grip paper, alright? So whenever you get a worn out piece, it's even more finer because it's worn out. So I always save a gray Scotch-Brite back because they work good for cleaning and getting grime off, because you'll see a lot of detailers that are using these brushes. Well, that brush is only doing so much in your rag. Now, if you can clean that grime up, I'm not even joking, your plastic will look 100% times better, and then when you put a dressing on there, it looks so crisp because you've taken all And I know you've seen this all, it'll take all the black scuff marks and hard to get spots out, because what happens is this little fibers in here are getting down in those little texture cracks, whereas a rag's just glazing over top, and that's why you'll see people with the brush, but it's not abrasive enough, the bristles on the brush, to do any cleaning. So me personally, I like to use this all the time for about everything. It just works so well. It's so convenient, easy, and you can. That's the thing about it too, is where you can get in so many little places with it versus trying to use some kind of tool or big brush that you can't use. So, and it's just so easy to pick this up and start cleaning. Like you just, where you rub it, you're cleaning. Now you don't want to push hard. You don't need to scuff the crap out of it because you're not painting it. You just do it like if you had a rag in your hand, you know? That's what I do on the leather too. You don't want to get really crazy with the leather there on rubbing it. So you're just treating it like a rag, you know? So just real lightly. You see there's a little black crap right here? It'll take that out. And the reason I say I like using this on leather is it goes back to them little texture marks and like plastic and this leather right here. It's getting down in them grooves and it's getting the crud out of there. And if you just rub a rag over it, it's gonna clean it, but you'll see, if you look real close, you'll see where it didn't get it out of them little grooves. This right here allows you to get it out of all the little texture grooves, because we use Scotch-Brite in painting and stuff all the time, because that's what it's designed to do, is to get down in low areas that you can't get with like sandpaper and all that. And this is, we use red Scotch-Brite when we scuff textured stuff or stuff like that, like real hardcore, to get paint to stick to it or some sort like that, you know what I mean? So this is the best way I have found to do this leather. And like I said, there's little spots here and there that are crappy. No one is tuning in. Shit is boring. So, like I said, just do real lightly, and you're gonna go around whatever object you're cleaning, and you're gonna find some weird stuff, and that is fucking gross. There's some gross stuff. That's what I hated about cleaning cars, is you start touching really nasty stuff. That was fucking gross. That felt like it could have been old boogers or something. That was freaking gross. That's what I hate, is like there's always hidden surprises. Like, you should use gloves. Like, my hands sweat so bad on that. Like, it feels nasty to wear the gloves. That's why I don't wear gloves. And then plus side about this is your hands smell really good. So anyways, like I said, you'll touch nasty stuff, and that's why I really hated cleaning cars, is like the nasty stuff that you're touching. And you don't know what it is. You think you know what it is, but you don't know what it is. And it's gross. Like, the worst vehicles to clean are minivans. Like, they're so disgusting. It's one of the nastiest things. That's like Mike jobs with dirty jobs, like detailing a minivan. That's what they should have done, because this is so nasty. And if you use an air compressor and you're blowing stuff out of the cruds and cracks, you get that stuff thrown up in your face. You know, that stuff's really nasty. But I don't miss detailing at all. There's a lot of work, and if you can't tell, I get a little crazy sometimes with cleaning stuff. It just takes time. Like this car, let's say, it's been in here for about a week or two, and I've only got the passenger side clean, or partially, but I've only been working on it like an hour or two a night, you know. But progress will show progress. No progress shows no progress. So, gotta do something. If it's just putting a bolt on, one bolt a night, it might take you 5 nights to get it on, but guess what? You got it on instead of being like, oh, I'll get it out there and put it on when you hadn't touched it. It ain't gonna happen. So if you make progress, it will get done, whether you think it's progress or not. Just one little bitty item. And that's the same thing in life. If you start just one little thing of progress, it eventually turns into a bigger ordeal and it's done. You can't just sit around and wait for things to happen, because it don't. It really don't. Unless you get lucky with YouTube, which YouTube is not like that anymore. YouTube is a job. and they're only gonna hire the best candidates to pay. That's what YouTube's turned into. But it still doesn't mean you can make interesting content and stuff and provide for people, because realistically, if I wasn't on the phone right now, I would just be in my garage with the music on, cleaning the seat. But it is weird too, because like it almost in a way seems like I'm talking to myself, because there is no viewers, but there is some that pop up here and there, you know. But it's also really late where I'm at, so that might have something to do with it, why no one's on. If you can, please like, subscribe to the channel. I need all the support I can. No, I do not clean cars all the time. This is just this kind of video. I paint cars and auto body and stuff like that for a living. If you check out my channel, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is just something different for YouTube people to click on, which isn't doing too well because no one's even watching it live. Yeah. I don't know if I should restart it and name it a different title, like if Obama had a car back in the day, something like that, you know, something stupid. People like stupid shit. Let's do that.